born in a family of 3. Yes, both parents are alive and kicking. I am a father of 1. Little boy is called Amari Kiganda. Kigen because his mom is Kale, so wanted to break just the normal of patriarchy in society kidogo. I do business in Nairobi, and I think pretty much that's me. I don't remember anything about it, to be honest, about the birthday, except the fact that I bought my first car then. I think my 20th birthday. Should have been 2018, 19, Bought my first car. It wasn't moving, it was just wanted to feel the need that I have a car, an old car. Tragedy is, I never got to use it because in the process of it getting made, huyo mechanic alifika around Christmas time, so he chopped up the car, all parts and engine and everything, and he sold it. We went to the police. I gained a few coins from him. He was supposed to pay back, he didn't. So I think that's a memory I can carry for my 20th birthday. Yes. It was a nice car. Nilikuwa nishapiga mahesabu venye how I'm going to soup it up, bigger rims and everything, a nice interior. I love cars, so for me it was an achievement, and also it was my first car in Nigeria. But then I don't know, I just wasn't attached to it that much. Also figuring that the garage was far from where I stay, so kwenda huko ilikuwa unaenda after a week, ukienda unapata wameanza kufanya vitu zingine, so just messed up. But it was nice. The experience was nice. It shaped a few things in my life. My 20s. Wow, my 20s. Yeah, it's been terrible, to be honest. Because first off, in 2019, January 3rd, my brother passed on. My eldest brother, and when he passed, I was with him million kwa naye hosi, so he passed literally in my arms because I just don't want to talk about it, but it was just shitty. I was on 3rd, and then about 2 weeks later, my girlfriend tells me she's missed her periods. Yani ilikuwa mbwakni kabisa. Ilikuwa fala. Like so. It's 3rd. She's my brother has passed, and we bury him in a week, less than a week. I was so mad. I wanted him to be celebrated. I wanted 2 weeks. It happened so fast, and then I realized a few things about my family also. You know how burials and such things bring up the other side of family that you don't talk about. And in 2 weeks, my girlfriend tells me she's pregnant. I'm like, yeah, she's missed her period rather. Like, are you sure? And then around the same time, it was her birthday. That was the first birthday we shared. Like the previous birthday, atukwa pamoja. So the first birthday niko naye, and of course, as a young man who went to Maseno school, lazima ningeprove point. So I had organized a birthday for her, a nice one, by campus standards, and just shitty. And then after that, I get a baby, so I have to move out from campus. It was just shitty. It was a shitty time. And then 2020 came, there's COVID. We piga hesabu venye how you're going to make money here and there, and then 2021 is here. We're going to 2022, So it's just been a difficult. 20s has not been the easiest. But in all of this, I think I have learned so much about life, Keep your friends close. Family will not be there for you at all times. But also, in retrospect, I have learned the need of family, because at the end of the day, the person you're going to sleep with in your bed is your partner. The person you're going, ukirudi mtaani ushago, the place you're going to sleep is with your parents. So call your family once in a while, tell them you love them. Yeah, family has been important. Also, I have learned in my 20s, if I could just master one trade and run away with it helps. Yeah. I realized friends are important. Like my business, the things that have helped me grow. My okay, let me say this, and I don't know. Anyway, we are here. So my father works uko Nyamira, and things I do mostly, I do tenders. I lobby, get tenders here and there. Well, surprisingly enough, in 5 years I've never done work with him. You know, and it's not, I'm not bitter, but then I'm like, this idea. But then at the same time, I understand the intricacies of that place, so I don't want to labor him. But then the people who have helped me are friends I met along the way. People so I've realized friends are important. Another thing I've realized is, hey manze, don't get a kid in your 20s. Hey, it's hectic. Kids are expensive, not just the diapers, but even the emotional aspect to it. And if you get a kid, fanya juu chini muishi na udem ikiwezekana, because it's nice to see your baby wake up in the morning. You know, it's nice to go through all of that, the colic, you know, the good and the bad. It's nice to, you know, there are times when mtoi wangu anaongea vitu like mangoma and stuff, and then I can't relate. Mother yake ndo anajua, so I'm like, am I a bad father? But then I realized no, it's just that I don't spend as much time with him. So yeah, that. And also I have learned our Kenyan education system is crap. If you can just do something else. Things like, you know, guys here, we love cars, but then we don't know cars. So you'd buy your Mac X, you'd buy your Prado, and then some guy who went to, didn't even, apprenticeship, literally apprenticeship, anakuja kuambia gari yako imeharibika hapa, and then you'd pay top dollar for it, you know. Ladies love makeup and clothes and shoes and phones. We all love phones, but then you can't find an engineer going to sell a phone. It's someone who's just alifika kampo, akarealize it doesn't work for me, akaanza kuuza masimu, opened up a shop, you know. So I realized our education system is not based to what you're going to do for the next 50 years. Because if I finish campus by say 24, 25, until I reach 60, that's almost 35 years. I'll be doing one thing if you're in one career. And so you'd better just find something you love and do it. Yeah, you know, like, yes. Good question. My childhood. So me, I was born as a lastborn, and you know how lastborns are with their parents, and it helped me. It helped me to be more expressive. These days, I know what I want. I can tell you, I want this, I don't want that. For example, I have studied law, and it's been my dream course. I worked towards it, but I can tell you for free, I don't want to practice law. It's not something it's not my cup of tea. And so it helped me to be more expressive, to understand that I can, because nakumbuka nikiwa mtoi, I used to run up to my parents' bed, and my dad would call up radio. I think it ilikuwa nitoga radio, can't remember the name, but he would call up the radio. And so kulikuwaga na children's program on Saturday, where you'd either recite a memory verse, or you'd sing, or you'd do a poem. And I'd do that, and I'd hear myself over the radio, and you know, it just made me feel, you know, like a god, Zeus somewhere. It was nice, yeah, you know. So it really was nice. And the fact that we'd play wrestling with my dad on the bed, you know, the fact that I'd ask my mom for something, or I'd see my mom go and make meals for us. You know, she'd go, and she didn't know how to make pilau, but she'd learn and she'd make for us. 5 hours later, then we'd have a meal uko masaa 5. And we always joke in our home that anytime my mom cooks, afadhali mwende mlale ndo muamke, because she'd cook, she's a perfectionist, she'd cook mpaka uko masaa 6. So yeah, I think my childhood rather shaped me to who I am, to a great extent. Yes. Not different per se, but I'd want to. I think our culture was a bit restrictive. You know, your parents telling you they love you, your dad especially wasn't that much. Because I remember the time my dad came to Maseno once, peke yake, si ile wamekuja na mother and everything. Alikamingi na food. Literally he was, unajua mimi nilikuwa naambiaga wase venye budangu ni bazu. You know, he's a loving father and all of that, and I'd seen it growing up. But then when he came to my school, then I realized that you know, our culture confines us to some parameters that we just can't elude. So he came that day, tulikunywa soda. I even took a picture with him because you know, so tulikunywa soda, literally alikamtuna soda na akanipea do. Na alikuwa na gazeti. So me in my head, I never thought my dad would be those dads. But then when he came alone, culture ilimconfine. You know, it was, mzee akienda shule, that's what you do. So if I was to be with my son and see him grow up, what I'd do different is, I tell him I love you more. I'd apologize a little bit more. Of course, not too much because hey, you're raising a kid. Give him everything, you know. Let him choose football, skating. And I think the mother doesn't want that, but I'd show him the ropes of what I do, the business. That aanze kulearn mapema. If possible, ikifika 18 na ataki kuenda kufanya law kama mimi na mama yake, and he'd want to do something else, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel I'm trapped every day. Especially when, you know, the problem with the work I do is that you have money but you don't have it in liquid. It's you've done a job here, then you're supposed to be paid in a month, but then you're not paid in a month, you're paid in 6 or 7 months, you're paid even in 2 years. We have debts that are accruing over a long period of time, and so you're trapped. Like there's something you unaambia mrembo, mimi nakupeleka coast, alafu anasema sawa, alafu hizo debts zinafika, alafu you know you don't have the money to do that, or there's something you want to do in your life and you can't do it. So from that perspective, yes, and the fact that there's a pressure of life. I hope I'm not taking too long. The pressure of life in the sense, you're a father now. You know, if I go hapo Nairobi kwa jam na naendesha gari yangu kadogo, there's a person next to me anaendesha V8 na ameacha Prado 3 kwa nyumba. He's still a father to a small boy who is 2, like my son. And so my son more or less is disadvantaged to that perspective. Unajua? So your partner ni manga sana. Kwanza mimi kionanga wasa kwa na gari kubwa kunishinda na kasirikanga sana. I'm like, oh fine, you know, yeah, of course in good humor, but then yeah, I feel that perspective. Yeah. I've burnt cash faster than it's just been in my 20s. Unapata do alafu unaban mbio, you know, you don't have a plan for it. So if there's something I'd do different, one is I'd save more. I think if I had saved ningekuwa mbali sana. And number 2, and I've mastered one thing. Si ati unapata 50k leo unasema manzi nataka kufungua car wash, alafu kesho unapata 20k unasema mimi viatu venye napendaga viatu, I want to start selling shoes. So if I had started as early as I love business, ningeanza kitu moja, I think sasa ningekuwa mbali. Yeah. You know, nilikuwa nimekaa huko nje, and every time you ask the question of the love life, nilisikia kila msee mmoja anakuja mbele yangu alikuwa anacheka, and then their voice was just going hi. My love life, it surely has, because we are planning, if God wills, to settle down with my girlfriend and marry and have more kids. Possibly, I don't know if anyway, have more kids and start a family. It has, but I have learned different. I told you when I was growing up, my parents made me feel very secure and confident, and so it made me feel as if I am, you know, I know what I'm doing. So even when I used to talk up with friends, I'd tell them, I'll have a kid I'll have to do this, I'll get married at 28, all of those things that you planned. And I was sure about it. I was working towards it. When you get a baby and you get a serious woman in your life, and then you start to realize, it's not that simple. It's not what I thought, The other times you're just winging it. You had a girlfriend, and so that's as much as you did. You had someone you talk to in the night and say, hey, manze, I love you, good night, and all of that. I love you, Naisha. Then here you have to plan. Someone is telling you, we're getting married. So what does that mean for us? If we are you going to buy me a car? If we are, are we going to save? Are you going to have insurance? Are you going to do, all of those things? And so, yes, my love life has evolved, and I have realized that love can only take you as far. Beyond that, now you have to start understanding the other person. You have to sit down and say, hey, she has a flaw here, he has a flaw here, and so, if I can say, yesterday I was joking with my girlfriend. I was telling her, unajua kaa ni opt out, sasa ndio unaweza opt out. Mimi nikishakuoa hakuna kutoka hapa, tumefungana, because I have realized that love could take me as far. When I was young, quote unquote, because I'm still young, when I was young, all I thought about was love was a thing, because my love life, for the people who know me well, know it has been quite a roller coaster that has only gone up, because I've dated different ladies. Anyway, I think what I'm saying is, with my love life, it has been varied, it has been different, but then I realized that what can I say, I think mapenzi ni mapenzi too. It's still shitty. You're 70, you're 30, you still not get a grasp of it. That's why our parents still argue. That's why people still give advice. If you realize that things that people give advice on, it's things people suck at: money, love, cars, religion. Unajua zile vitu zenye huwezi make. But sai, if this thing is black, it's black. It's white, it's white. But sai umsata kuja kwambie, even health, our bodies, we just don't know. So someone will come and tell you, do exercise. Someone will say, don't do exercise. Someone will say, eat 10 eggs a week. Someone will say, don't eat eggs, I think that's the same thing with the love life. We don't get a grasp of it. If you find a good woman, just sit with her. Find a good guy, just sit with him. Yeah, it will not be easy, of course, but then once in a while, somebody to tutakunywa kahawa at the end of the day. Myself, Kenya ama wapi?
Jibambe. Mtu wako in their 20s.
In their 20s, nikita caring, hands down. Ojo wanasemanga less is revealing, like udem hayuko social media sana. Udem si ati anavaga virachet. So unajua unataka si ati unakaa hivyo sama. Udem hivyo tu. My other celebrity crush is Becky Bree. Less is revealing.
Kita Chris. Avril. Kameni Goro. Wahoo.
Kiss my smash. Me I'd marry Avril. And then I'd smash Kate. I don't know. I laugh who. I'd kiss who. I'd kiss Wahoo. Yeah. Kamene. Tuachie tu hapo.
Yeah, we are there.
Thanks. Life is not a race. It's a journey, and be sure to make memories as you go. And give a man enough rope to hang himself. Don't give people too many chances in your life.